Hello everyone, Happy New Year and welcome to another edition of RVTV's Game Day, where tonight the Rancocas Valley wrestling team takes on Eastern. Jason Sapp here to bring you all the action in kind of a unique situation here for us at RVTV as we have a dual meet going on tonight. As you can see, the boys on this side of the gym and the girls are on this side of the gym. We're going to do our best to bring you as much action as possible from the girls' side. Of course, for the boys' side, we are going to give you as much of the action again as well, with the commentary primarily focused on the boys. Again, a lot of action going on here tonight. While the introductions are being done, let's give you some information. The Red Devils coming in tonight, 6-2 overall. They're coached by Tommy Callahan. They're coming off of a win against Buna in their last matchup, 65-13. Eastern is coached by Brian Boland. They are 4-2 on the year. They're coming off of a 59-16 victory over Voorhees in their last matchup. So both teams members of the Olympic American Division, so a big division matchup. Both teams 1-1 coming in tonight. So a big matchup here to try to get some headroom in the division, contending for that championship. Lineups are being introduced. Let's give you the starters here for both teams. For the Vikings at 106, we have Michael Colino. 113, Cam Wilkinson. 120, Noah Wood. 126, Julian Calloway. 132, Jaden Jardine. 138, Keshawn Townsend. 144, Julian Mikopoulos. 150, Ryan Schmidt. 157, Connor Elliott. 165, Nate Coleman. 175, Lucas Pasidi. 190, Gracia. 215, Braden Dove. 285, Braden Mitchell. For the Red Devils, it'll be at 106, Gavin Agugliaro. 113, either Luca Russo or Landon Dorr. 120, Ryan Hannigan. 126, Alex Kinney. 132, LJ Simone. 138, Kieran McMullen. 144 will either be Tiago Maldonado or Argento Bacai. 150, Brian Lutz. 157, either Eli Vidal or Xavier Jumper. 165, Ray Miller. 175, Coder Robles. 190, Christopher Osterley or Aiden Gaines. 215, Jake Inman. And 285, Ethan LaJeunesse. Let's also give you the RV girls lineup as well. Wrestling at 100, Olivia Berberarbi. 107, Anne Lamari Montalvo. 114, Ava Crane. 120, Tierney Butler. 126, Haley Price. 132, Kaylin Gardner. 138, Elizabeth Warren. 145, Ava Sweet. 152, Abby Dudley. 165, either Jordan Royce or Fulsade Kuku. And at 185 would be either Javea Turner or Jocelyn Hancock. All right, we got all the lineups out of the way here as the Red Devils getting ready to take the mat here. Both the boys and girls team again in action. Again, first time I've seen this here at RV, a dual meet going on here. Also senior night, as seniors from both members of the teams were introduced. So again, interesting matchup here tonight. Again, members of the Olympic division, the American division. Red Devils, as I said, 6-2 coming into this one. They have victories over the likes of Paul VI, Sterling, Hamilton, and Buna. Their two losses coming to Seneca and Washington Township. Eastern 4-2, 1-1 in the Olympic American. Their wins coming over the likes of Egg Harbor, Cinnaminson, Cherry Hill West, and Voorhees. Their two losses coming to Paul VI and Toms River South. RV competed recently in the Hamilton Duels, where they defeated Delsey in the opening round. And Eastern competed at the Pirate Duels, where they defeated Cinnaminson and Voorhees and lost to Toms River South. So again, lineups being introduced here. We'll see who our opening match will be in just a matter of time. You may also see as I pan one more time, we've got a huge crowd here tonight. I'd say almost a sellout crowd. There is hardly a seat in the house. I was lucky to get one myself. There are a lot of people here tonight. Great show of support for both RV and Eastern. And again, we're going to give you as much action as we can here tonight. A little bit of a challenge. I'm kind of doing this one solo here, so I'll do my best here to keep you as informed as possible. Like I said, we've got another camera set up here to cover the girls. Our commentary, however, will be focused on the boys matchup. And again, I do want to apologize if I mispronounce anyone's names here tonight. And should be a pretty good matchup here tonight. I think we've got a lot of good possibilities here for both teams here to take a key victory in the Olympic American Division. As the final introductions are being done. So the 2:15 mark, I want to note, I have Jake Inman on my roster, but they just announced Damian Gomez as well. And things can change very quickly here with starting lineups when it comes to wrestling, so I've got the most up-to-date lineup that I have. Again, if I do mispronounce anyone's names or I say the wrong name, do apologize in advance. Looks like we are just about ready to go here as RV and Eastern will get ready to lock up here at the, again, feels like sold-out gymnasium at Rancocas Valley. Again, there are not many seats to be found here tonight. Great, great crowd here on a beautiful night outside. Usually this time of the year it's sub-zero temperatures, it feels like, but it is gorgeous outside. Almost feels like an early spring day out there. We are comfy cozy here in the gym, of course. And we are ready to get started. And it looks like we're going to begin in the 106-pound division, but we'll check on that in just a moment. Sometimes things change. So again, for the boys team at the 106 division, we have Gavin Agugliaro, a sophomore for RV, as he will be taking on Michael Colino. So RV looking to set the tone early here in this crucial matchup in this division as they take on the Vikings. We are underway. As Agugliaro shoots the leg and looks to try to get Colino on his back early. Going for a cradle, looks like. Nearly has his shoulders down. Referee will blow the whistle. As we are taking a brief timeout here, possible injury timeout. Opening moments of this matchup. While we have an injury timeout, let's take a look over at the girls' side. Again, two teams in action here tonight. The boys and girls both competing at the same time. First time that I've experienced this here for RVTV, as girls wrestling became an official varsity sport a couple of years ago and has since exploded on the scene here at Rancocas Valley, which has already had a very long-standing wrestling tradition. So we have a stoppage in the opening seconds. We only had 15 seconds in the 106-pound division for the boys, but we have a stoppage for a medical issue. So we're going to focus our attention here on the girls for a little while. Again, RV looking to take this early advantage here. Going for the leg, a bit of a stalemate there right in the center. Crowd continuing to file in here. Again, we've got a lot of people here tonight. Just kind of checking things out here on the boys' side again. Some final cleanups while the girls are continuing their action here. Really keeping things right in the center. Finally, Eastern going for the takedown. And continuing to clean the mat here, excuse me for that. Continuing to clean the mat on the boys' side. And a whistle will stop this one. And clock stop for the boys, but that should be the end of the first period for the girls. Still looking things over here. On the boys' side. A quick shoot there. And it looks like action's going to resume, so we're going to pan back over to the boys. And we have our second camera set up to cover the girls. So let's now resume the boys matchup here. Because again, we only had about 15 seconds go by. Again, this is Gavin Agugliaro for RV and Michael Colino. Pinfall for the Lady Red Devils. So RV girls will take their first match while the boys continue over here. Agugliaro trying to get his opponent over. And still trying to work his opponent over onto his shoulders. Colino. Got about a minute remaining here in this first period, which had a brief stoppage. And it's got both arms hooked, trying to roll over. He had just gotten his feet under him. I think he would have had a good pinfall attempt, but another opportunity coming up here. Agugliaro, a sophomore for the Red Devils. As Colino looks to escape, and he does. Now it's Colino who may be in control. Point total so far 6 for the Red Devils, 0 for the Vikings. 17 seconds and counting here. Agugliaro is still trying to roll his opponent over. As the final seconds of the first period will tick down. As Agugliaro be able to score some points there in the first period. And a couple of good near pinfall attempts, we'll say. But good job by Colino to stay out of it. So to check him out with some medical attention again. While that's happening, again, let's pan back to the girls, who again are in their second matchup of the night. Pinfall for the first for RV. Again, RV looking to take that early advantage here, as they will lead at 6-0 through a pinfall in their first matchup. And looks like getting ready to head out there. As Colino for Eastern continues to receive some medical attention in the 106-pound division. And it looks like action's going to be ready to resume here momentarily on the boys' side. Yeah, now we're kind of going back and forth here. It's, again, something very different than we're used to here on RVTV, but doing our best to bring you all the action here on this dual meet between the RV boys and girls teams as they take on Eastern. All right, action resumes here, second period underway. 106-pound division. Agugliaro shoots, goes for the legs, tries to roll his opponent over. Near pinfall attempt. Referee there to check. But again, Colino's going to get out of it. Gavin Agugliaro, they're very consistent, as he has 12 points and a nice takedown there by Colino. That should score a couple of points right there for Eastern. RV leads this one on points so far, 12-2. As again, we're in our opening matchup here for the boys. And again, sorry, my camera angle, not the greatest here tonight, but like I said, we got almost a packed house here. So I was lucky to get this seat. Final minute here in the second period, as Colino still tries to roll Agugliaro over onto his shoulders. And again, a bit of a stalemate going on right now. Colino switching sides, trying to hook his opponent's underneath his opponent's arm and flip him over, but no success as of yet. Again, Agugliaro fighting out of it. Final 30 seconds here in the second period. RV well ahead on points. So Colino likely is going to need to get a pinfall here to win this one. And that's Gugliaro who's back on top, but the referee will blow the whistle with 15 seconds left in the second period. And again, Colino has been receiving some medical attention. Now it looks like Gugliaro is going to be receiving some, so we're going to step aside for just a moment, swing it back over to the girls. RV off to a strong start here on the girls' side. Again, the clock only up there for the boys, so I'm uncertain how much time is left here or what period we're in for the girls. But a near pinfall possible. Onto her shoulders, pinfall, Lady Red Devils. That's another victory for RV. So RV off to a strong start here tonight on the girls' side as they're getting ready to have their third match of the night. And it looks like action ready to resume here on the boys' side. So back to the other side of the gym we go. 15 seconds left here in the second period. 106-pound division as RV's Gavin Gugliaro trying to score a last-second pinfall before time runs out in this period. Is he able to do so? Oh, saved by the buzzer possibly. Very close right there. And this one is going to go to Gavin Gugliaro, who wins it on points 18-2. So Gugliaro will take the win through decision. Up next, 113 pounds. And again for the Red Devils. This will either be Luca Russo or Landon Dorr, and it will be Cam Wilkinson for the Vikings. All right, ready to get things started now. 113-pound division. RV took the first victory here of the night. They are up 5-0 overall. And quick action here from the Red Devils. Looking to get this early pinfall possibly. Got the shoulders hooked, the legs grapevine. But Wilkinson for Eastern is fighting out of it. Up to his feet. Another victory, by the way, for the RV girls. Third pinfall of the night for the Lady Red Devils. Meanwhile, 113-pound division underway. As RV looking to try to make it 2 in a row, taking the first one by decision. Hands behind his head. Wilkinson, though, for Eastern, staying pretty grounded right now, not really giving anything. RV trying to come in with another win. Has the leg hooked, but the shoulders not down. Rolls out of it once again. Trying to put Wilkinson down on his shoulders. Official right there. Trying to get that pinfall. Official's going to check the shoulders. We have our first pin of the night for the boys team. And Eastern girls will score a pinfall victory. As the first period winds down here for the boys, RV will be up 7-0 in points. Leading this again 5-0 overall. As we go to period number 2. Girls team moving at a rapid pace here. I think we're about 5 or 6 matches into that one already. Second period now underway, 113-pound division. Again, RV looking for their first pinfall on the boys' side. Girls have recorded several pinfalls already. Got the neck and the leg. Grapevine near pinfall situation. Able to roll out of it once again. Wilkinson stays alive for Eastern. Again, a couple of near falls. But nothing happening yet. As we're at about a minute to go here in the second period. RV again trying to roll this one over. And again, just kind of a stalemate going on so far. Wilkinson seems to have been on defense more than offense, so to speak, in this one. And again, got the shoulders hooked, trying to roll over, but Wilkinson not able to do that. Got to watch the arm there on that one. And again, still trying to roll him over with 30 seconds left in the second period. And again, Wilkinson able to get out of it. Got the arm hooked all the way across the body and trying to roll him over. Just nothing happening right now. Does have the leg grapevine. And again, trying to roll him over. Just nothing happening right now. Final few seconds, counting down. RV well ahead on points in this 113-pound division, up 14-0. So certainly looking like it's heading RV's way. We will go to our third and final period here in the 113-pound division. Again, RV up 14-0 on points in this matchup. So pretty comfortable lead, I would say. So again, Eastern's going to need a pinfall to win this one. As Wilkinson shoots the leg once again. More points for the escape there. And that's going to do it. RV wins this one 15-0 on points. Devils go up 10-0 overall. 120-pound division is up next. For the Red Devils, it will be Ryan Hannigan. And for the Vikings, it will be Noah Wood. Hannigan, a sophomore for the Red Devils. As RV leads this one overall 10-0 on points. And RV girls looking like a near pinfall attempt. And they get it. So another victory for the Lady Red Devils as we are now underway here on the boys' side. Again, 120-pound division for the boys up right now. As Hannigan and his opponent roll to the outside. Official will break that one. It's now Ryan Hannigan and Noah Wood do battle in the 120-pound division. RV up 3-0 on points so far. And out of bounds once again. So RV off to a good start here, leading 10-0 overall. 2 decision victories. And RV looks like the girls are going to score another pinfall. Potentially. 120-pound division, I should say, in a minute 26. Almost got those two mixed up for a moment. Minute 26 remaining in the first period in this 120-pound division. Hannigan goes for the takedown once again, has the legs grapevined. No points awarded on that one. And once again, RV just continues to battle here. But once again, Hannigan goes out of bounds and remains a 3-point or 2-point lead, I should say now. It's now 3-1 in favor of RV here as the final minute counts down for this period. Again, I don't see the official score for the girls, but fairly safe to say RV is ahead in that one, as I've seen a number of pinfalls already. So the girls having a great night here so far. Boys, again, also looking good, looking for their first pinfall of the night. Hannigan shoots, takes his opponent down. He'll get a couple more points for that one. 6-1 now, RV. And rolling out of bounds. Senior night here at RV as well. Pre-game ceremony honoring the seniors on both the boys and girls team. And great to have again, feels like it's a packed house in here tonight on the RV side for certain. And RV again still looking for that first pinfall. Ryan Hannigan trying to score it as Noah Wood slides out of another attempt once again. And going for the takedown as both wrestlers will head out once again. Still a 6-1 advantage for RV. We have 11 seconds left in the 120-pound division. So again, final few seconds counting down here in this division. Officials will stop this one as Hannigan appears to be a little shaken up. Well, we have a moment here, a rare moment where not much is going on. Let's take a look at the last time these teams met. January 8th of 2025, RV was a 48-23 winner that night. Luca Russo, Carter Robles, and Christopher Osterley each had pinfalls. Cole Pettit had the lone pinfall for Eastern as RV won its third straight against the Vikings that night. So RV on a bit of a roll here as they take on Eastern. Let's swing it back over to the girls' side. We may have another pinfall attempt coming up. And final 7 seconds counting down here on the boys' side, as that will bring the second period to a close. RV leading this one 10-2 on points in the 120-pound division. Third and final period coming up. RV won the first two matchups on points pretty handily. This one, however, a little bit closer of a matchup, 10-2. So once again, Eastern's going to have to find themselves in a pinfall situation in order to win. And near takedown once again. And again, Noah Wood trying to score this much-needed pinfall here for the Vikings, as Eastern trails this one 10-0 overall. Hannigan back to his feet. And out of play once again. Couple of much-needed points there makes this a little bit closer. 10-5 now in favor of RV. But again, Wood's going to need to get that pinfall. He's got a minute to work with here. If Hannigan can hold on or maybe even score a pinfall of his own, RV will win their third straight match. Hannigan with the shoot. Takedown. Some big point awarded right there. A couple more points, I should say, as well. 14-5. And closing in on potentially a pinfall with 45 seconds left. But again, Wood rolls out of it. As RV will have 30 seconds here to try to wrap up their third straight victory. Wood's going to need to try to again score sudden pinfall here to try to get into this. Eastern girls score a pinfall just as I say that. As the boys continue to battle here in these final 8 seconds. Looks like RV is going to win this one on points as well as they lead 17-6. So Ryan Hannigan looks like he's going to get the win by decision. As the final seconds count down, indeed Hannigan will take the victory here for RV. So third straight win for RV. Actually, as I stand corrected in there. So we're just starting the third period. My mistake, my apologies. Still, RV leading this one 17-6 on points. Again, my apologies, I was a little ahead of myself there. This is the third period now. Again, very dominant effort here in the 120-pound division for RV as they're going to take their third victory here unless, again, a pinfall changes things. Good effort here again by Noah Wood of the Vikings to stay in this one. But again, just falling behind on points. (18-6) now. RV just holding on to a very large lead here in the final minute of this 120-pound division. RV is going to take this one again by decision, barring a last-second pinfall. And a quick move there, nicely done by Hannigan. He's going to score a couple more points. And that will wrap things up for the 120-pound division as RV will take that one as well. They will now lead it 15-0. We move to 126. That will be junior Alex Kinney of the Red Devils as he takes on Julian Calloway of the Vikings. So RV has won the first three matchups here on the boys' side. All by points, all by decision. So again, still looking for our first pinfall of the night here on the boys' side. We've seen several on the girls' side. And we are now underway for the 126-pound division. Kenny shoots the legs. And a nice counter there by Calloway. Still trying to look for their first point here on either side. Collar and elbow tie-up. No points awarded yet in this matchup. Both wrestlers looking for that early advantage. And again, Kinney will shoot the legs. But once again, Calloway gets out of it. Very even matchup here so far. As we're in the final minute of this period, neither wrestler has scored a point yet. As Calloway and Kinney just continue to do battle. Calloway goes for the leg, but nothing there. Both wrestlers still tied up here with about 30 seconds. Goes for the leg once again. And still tied up. Again, still looking for another shoot there by Kinney with 14 seconds left. And no points awarded. There we go, some points finally awarded there for the Red Devils. 3 points there for Kinney. And that will bring an end to the first period. 3-0 RV in points. Very even matchup there. Nearly went the entire period without scoring any points. So a solid matchup here in the 126-pound division between Alex Kinney of the Red Devils and Julian Calloway of the Vikings. As this action resumes, Eastern with a near pinfall on the girls' side, still trying to score it. And points awarded there for Calloway, as for the first time tonight, Eastern will lead RV in points awarded in the match, trailing at 15-0 overall. But Calloway holding on to a 4-3 advantage right now as Eastern seeking its first win of the night on the boys' side. Still battling for position here, and again, what's just been a very close matchup. Calloway's trying to hook the arm. Kinney not giving him much to work with until they finally both head out. Still a 4-3 advantage here in favor of Eastern in this matchup. Final minute counting down in the second period. And again, Julian Calloway of Eastern holding on to what we'll call a tenuous lead, only a 1-point lead in this, as Eastern is trying to find their first win of the night, try to get back in this one. A pinfall would certainly go a long way, but I think right now Eastern will take whatever they can get after losing the first 3 matchups by decision. Final 10 seconds counting down as Calloway and Kinney once again are locked up in battle, and no points awarded after that. Still a 4-3 lead, a 1-point lead for Julian Calloway of Eastern. Final period in the 126-pound division. As action will resume. Kinney looking to try to tie things up potentially, or maybe take the lead. As the official will whistle that one. Again, still holding on to that 1-point lead. 1:43 to go here in this matchup. Looking for the takedown, but escapes out of it. Oh, and a nice move there. Sharp, sudden move there by Calloway. Should get him another point. And it will. 5-3. That was a good escape there by Calloway. And a great follow-up move, as he's holding on to this one. Kinney's going to have to try to find some way to score some points here. Again, only a 2-point lead, so certainly possible. But again, Calloway's wrestled a great match here so far. Just over a minute to go in this final period for the 126-pound division. Spins out of it. Oh, and a nice takedown once again. Both wrestlers head out. Again, Callaway still holding on to that 2-point advantage. 1 minute to go. Kinney going for the legs once again. Callaway's there to counter. Kinney still has a chance to potentially take the lead here in points. But again, you got to admire the effort here by Callaway. He's had a good matchup here tonight. As he's holding on here with 24 seconds. Can Eastern get their first win of the night? Trying to roll him over. And again, can Callaway hold on with 12 seconds left and a 2-point lead? 6 seconds and counting. Holding on. And that's going to do it. And just like that, RV in the last second scores those points. Excuse me. As Alex Kinney gets a 6-5 victory. What a thrilling end to that matchup. A heartbreaker for Julian Callaway as he loses in the final seconds. But RV keeps it alive here. They score 3 points overall to take an 18-0 lead. All the credit in the world to Julian Callaway. That's a tough way to end it. As we now head to the 132-pound division, LJ Simone will take on Jaden Jardine. Simone, a junior for the Red Devils. And actually, I stand corrected. That is not LJ Simone. And a quick takedown as Eastern. Jardine is looking to get those points back after a heartbreaking defeat in the last matchup. Rolls him over for the pinfall, but out of play. So 3 points awarded to Jaden Jardine of the Vikings. Again, apologies, I'm just going with the roster I have here for the Red Devils. Things always are subject to change here with wrestling, so again, apologies if I get any of the names mixed up or anything like that. RV trailing this one now 5-1. Jardine needing this victory. A pinfall would certainly go a long way. Sweeps the leg. Great move there by Jardine. Looking to move into a pinfall situation. Jaden Jardine, very impressive here out of the gate. 54 seconds and counting. Our first pin of the night. There it is. It goes to Eastern. Jaden Jardine scores the first victory of the night for the Vikings. It is a pinfall victory. That will give Eastern 6 points as they now trail RV by 12. All right, up next, 138-pound division. Again, on my roster, I had Kieran McMullen, but that is not Kieran McMullen out there. And Eastern will send out Julian Mikopoulos. Can Eastern try to capitalize and make it back-to-back victories? As Jaden Jardine scored a pinfall in the last matchup. Make this an 18-6 advantage for the Red Devils. Eastern can get a pinfall here. They're right back in it. Again, both these teams members of the Olympic American Division, both 1-1 coming in tonight. So a victory here is certainly going a long way to remain in the hunt for that division title. And great action tonight on both sides of the gym here. A lot of excitement on the girls' side as well. So Eastern leading this one on the boys' side by 3-0 total. As Eastern, again, trying to make it back-to-back victories here. Oh, excuse me, my apologies, I read the wrong name. Keshawn Townsend for Eastern. Again, that's, looked at the wrong name on the roster. This is Keshawn Townsend for Eastern. 138-pound division. As he leads it 3-0 in the final 30 seconds of the first period. And again, trailing this one 3-0. The Red Devils looking to try to get back in it. But again, Townsend having a good matchup so far, holding on to this lead with 10 seconds left in this period. As that will end the first period here for the 138-pound division. RV thought they had some points there right at the end. But not to be, so again, it's Keshawn Townsend of Eastern who will lead this 3-0 as they head into the second period. RV leading this one 18-6 overall. And a near pinfall. Could this be a pin for the Red Devils? They have not scored a pinfall for their side yet. Could this be the first? Townsend in a tough position. Pinfall, Rancocas Valley. All right, we're off to a 144-pound division. So a pinfall for RV puts the Devils up 24-6. If I'm not mistaken, that was LJ Simone right there. Again, things change on a dime here with wrestling. All right, so here we go, 144-pound division. For the Vikings, this will be Julian Makopoulos. As RV again leads this 24-6 overall. Both wrestlers still looking for that first move, trying to get those first points. First 4 matches here, all decided by decisions on points. Our last 2 matches, however, decided on pinfalls. Eastern scored the first pinfall, RV scored the second, so let's see if we get one here, get a rubber match, so to speak. Again, still trying to find that advantage. No points awarded yet, 40 seconds and counting. As the arm hooked. Again, looking for that first point here with 16 seconds and counting. Shoots for the leg. It's Makopoulos holding steadfast here for Eastern, and no points in the first period. We have a moment. I'd like to remind our viewers, if you'd like to purchase a DVD or digital copy of this or any other event from RVTV, visit our school's website at www.rvrhs.com. Click the About Us link, and as always, all proceeds of sales benefit the Jerry Krockenberg Memorial Scholarship. All right, action's underway here in the second period. Excuse me, the Red Devils and the Vikings scoreless so far in this one. RV leading 24-6 overall. Teams trading pinfalls in the last two matchups. Carrying him across the ring, or across the mat, excuse me. Don't see that very often. Escapes a near pinfall. Great bridge right there. Get out of that one. RV leading this one right now in points, 3-0. And again, bridging out, near pinfall attempt. Can we get another victory for the Red Devils with a pin? Awfully close. But fighting out of it once again, Makopoulos. Again, still looking for that pinfall attempt, but adding on a couple of points right there. RV leading this one 7-0 right now. 15 seconds left of the second period. As RV looks to add on another victory here tonight. Second period is now over. RV gets a 7-1 point advantage, 1 point added there right at the end. And it looks like Makopoulos may be a little shaken up, so let's go over to the girls' side for a little bit. And again, would like to be able to tell you what the score is or anything like that, but unfortunately, not able to do so. Again, I saw RV score a couple of pinfalls early on. I know Eastern's gotten a couple of victories since. So unfortunately, I don't know what the score is for the girls. Here's a near pinfall possibly for Eastern, and it is. The Vikings score a victory. And while the boys' side is seeing some medical attention, we'll stick with the girls for right now. And also, while we have a little break in the action, let's get you caught up on some varsity sports scores from this week, as the boys' swim team picked up a 98-72 victory over Vineland. Girls swimming dropped a 95-75 decision over to Vineland. Girls basketball fell 51-47 to Lawrenceville, and boys basketball defeated Medford Tech 52-36. All right, action resumes here on the boys' side. Final period in the 144-pound division. RV leading at 7-1 in points. And again, still adding some points to that total right there. 10-1 now in favor of RV. So again, it's going to probably take a pinfall here for Eastern to get a victory in this matchup. But again, solid control by the Red Devils down the stretch here. Again, only suffering one defeat here so far on the night, and possibly a pinfall here for RV. And officials will stop that with 49 seconds left. A couple of points awarded there for Eastern, who now trail at 10-3. And it looks like the girls have wrapped up for the evening. Boys, we're about halfway through the card here. And again, if I'm mispronouncing names or anything like that, I do apologize, but again, I'm just going with the roster that I have here. All right, here we go. Action resumes. Final period here in the 144-pound division. As Julian Makopoulos of Eastern trying to score a much-needed victory here with 25 seconds left. Again, it's going to take a pinfall here. Goes for the leg. And again, holding on to the leg and finally escaping. As the 144-pound division will come to an end. RV's going to win this one on points as well by a score of 11-3. So another decision victory for RV. 150-pound division is up next for the Red Devils. So on my roster, it's Brian Lutz of RV, a junior. He will take on Ryan Schmidt of Eastern. And once again, another change in the lineup here for the Red Devils. So again, apologies. It's a little frustrating on my end. And here we go now, 150-pound division. As RV and Eastern will square off once again. RV awarded 4 points in that last matchup. They lead it now 28-6. And again, looking here as the Vikings lead this one 3-0. RV looking very strong here tonight. And leading on points, though, for Eastern, as Schmidt will take a 6-1 advantage. Trying to grapevine the leg and score a pinfall attempt here in the final 30 seconds of the first period. Schmidt's got both arms hooked, trying to roll his opponent over. Bridging out and out of play. So Ryan Schmidt of the Vikings extends his lead now 8-1. As the final few seconds will count down here in this first period. And that'll do it for period number 1. We are now off to period number 2. And it's a 7-point advantage now for Eastern in this matchup. Shoots for the leg once again. Quick rollover. Schmidt nearly came away with that one. Again, rolls over, looks for the advantage. Heading out once again, a 12-1 advantage now in favor of Eastern in this matchup. As the Vikings looking to try to get their second victory of the night. RV took the first 4, and they've since won 2 straight. Final minute of the second period. Eastern again trying to score this much needed win here to try to get back in this one. As after this, we've got about 6 matchups left. So Eastern's going to need to score a couple of pinfalls here. They want to try to get back in it because right now RV again with a 22-point advantage in the overall score, but Eastern leading this matchup right here 12-1. And again, trying to hook the arm here. Rolls over once again. Goes for the legs, nothing there. So that'll bring an end to the third period. And again, a 12-1 advantage in favor of Eastern in this one. So for the Red Devils, it's going to take a pinfall. But Ryan Schmidt of the Vikings holding on here to a pretty impressive lead as he extends it now 15-1. And again, trying to hook the shoulder. Trying to work the arm over across the body with about a minute to go. Pinning predicament here. Can Eastern get their second pinfall of the night? Awfully close. Good bridge to get out of it. Nice escape there. But once again, and that is going to wrap that one up there as the victory will go to Eastern 19-1 in favor of points. Eastern gets their second win of the night. 5 points awarded for that one. They trail 28-11. All right, so according to my roster, up next, 157-pound division, either Eli Vidal or Xavier Jumper. But I see a different face out there. I see Brian Lutz. It's going to be Brian on my roster at 150 pounds. Going to be competing here in the 157-pound division instead. So Eastern taking the last matchup by points, trying to slowly get back into this one, 28-11, still in favor of RV. And so this is Brian Lutz for the Red Devils. And now the Red Devils, again, looking to try to extend their lead here with Lutz. And no points awarded yet here in the opening seconds. Wow, a strong takedown there. Lutz is able to get out of it. Points are going to be awarded to Eastern there. 3-0 lead after that strong takedown. And just going in circles here over Brian. Had both hands hooked behind his head. Brian in a tough spot right here. As he's trailing this one now in points, 3-0. So good recovery, though, by Brian to prevent any further points from being awarded. Final 40 seconds counting down here in the first period. And again, a 3-0 advantage for Eastern. As they are trying to score their victory here for the Vikings. This is Connor Elliott. As he again tries to reach under the arms here of Brian Lutz. As that's going to bring an end to the first period. Again, a 3-0 advantage in favor of Eastern. All right, ready to begin second period here, 157-pound division. As again, RV has a 17-point overall lead in this matchup. This particular match right here, a 3-0 advantage in favor of Connor Elliott of the Vikings. And again, Lutz rolls his opponent over. Nice recovery there if he can just flip him over onto his shoulders. But now Lutz possibly in a little bit of trouble here. 5 points awarded there to East, or 2 points, I should say, awarded to Eastern for a 5-0 lead. Minute to go here in the second period. As RV trails this one 5-0. Eastern looking for their second straight victory. Rolls over. Again, Lutz able to escape once again, as Elliott's had a couple of opportunities here. Great finding the leg and trying to roll Brian over. Ten seconds and counting. And that'll bring the second period to an end. Still a 5-0 advantage in favor of Eastern as we head to the third and final period in the 157-pound division. After this matchup, we'll take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Red Devils. We'll be on a bit of a road trip for most of January. Once this matchup comes to an end, I will show you the schedule for RV. Our first broadcast here in the year 2026. Hard to believe it's 2026 already. All right, we are underway. Third marking break. Been in school too long. Third period. As Elliott continues to hold on to lead, he extends his lead now 8-0. So it's, again, probably going to take a pinfall here for Lutz to get this one for the Red Devils. And victory here would get Eastern back into this one a little bit. But again, if you're Eastern, you got to get a couple of pinfalls. As trying to bridge, trying to roll Lutz over, and that's a pin right there. Connor Elliott scores the victory, and a big one for the Vikings, as they get 6 points, trail 28-17. All right, take a quick look at that schedule. After tonight, RV will head to Cherry Hill West on Wednesday, January 14th. Then Friday, January 16th at Lacey Township. Then Wednesday, January 21st, on the road again at Cherry Hill East. Then the weekend of January 23rd will be the Burlington County Open. Then back home Monday, January 26th for a matchup against Cinnaminson, the Wrestling for Heroes event. And then they wrap up the month of January at home, 6:15 matchup against Cherokee. All right, 165-pound division is up next. And that is Ray Miller for the Red Devils, as he is taking on Nate Coleman of the Vikings. So a pinfall there for Eastern, and a much-needed one for the Vikings to try to get back in this with, again, only 5 matchups left here to try to come away with the victory. Miller takes a 3-1 advantage here for RV. And a quick takedown. And a near pinfall attempt right there as Miller, lightning quick, takes his opponent down with emphasis. That's going to score some points for sure. RV now up 9-2, just like that. Miller rapidly rolling his opponent over, trying to score a pinfall in the first period. Very impressive showing here for Ray Miller. No pinfall yet, but again, trying to roll him over with 43 seconds left in the period. Again, good counter there by Coleman. Very impressive start here for Ray Miller, a junior for the Red Devils. Has him up on his shoulders. Another takedown. Miller showing off his strength there. And a quick whistle with 11 seconds left. And that victory will be going to Ray Miller. 5-point victory right there, 33-17. So Miller making quick work of his opponent. Up next, we have the 175-pound division. Lucas Pasidi for the Vikings, as he will be taking on Carter Robles, a senior for the Red Devils, or Robles. Again, I know I've been saying it a couple times, and again, if I've missed up any names here or anything tonight, I do apologize, just going with the roster that I have. And again, I understand there's always changes in the lineup, so Doing the best I can with what I got. All right, 175-pound division, a big victory. The last one there for Ray Miller extends RV's lead now 33-17. And what could very well seal the deal here tonight for RV. Carter Robles. Going to keep things going here for RV. As again, we're in our final 4 matchups here tonight. 175-pound division in action right now. No points awarded yet here as we approach 1 minute in the first period. As the arms hook, trying to roll him over. And looking for potentially another quick pinfall, as we saw in the last matchup. Wasn't a pinfall, but ended very quickly. This one could just end as quickly as well. Seven nothing in points now for the Red Devils. As the final 10 seconds will count down in this period. And that'll do it here for period number 1. RV leading at 7-0. Eastern was making it interesting for a little while, but then again, that victory by Ray Miller, I think, really kind of sealed the deal. As RV now, the fairly comfortable lead, we'll say, a 16-point lead, 33-17. So good showing here on senior night for the Red Devils. And again, looking for a pinfall here. Trying to roll Pasiti over onto his shoulders. He got him. Another pinfall for the Red Devils. Now a 33-17 lead turns to a 39-17 lead. So another pinfall for RV will bring up the 190-pound division. And this is either Christopher Osterley or Aiden Gaines for RV, taking on Gabriel Graishina for the Vikings. So another pinfall will undoubtedly secure the victory here tonight for RV. As they will improve to 7-2 overall. Eastern will fall to 4-3. RV will also take an important division matchup. They'll move to 2-1 in the Olympic American division. Eastern will fall to 1-2. So again, the Red Devils looking to end this night on a good note. It's been a great night overall for RV. Good way to celebrate senior night. A lot of decision victories in the first 4 matchups, actually, for RV. And then a couple of pinfalls as we've gone along here. Eastern scored the first pinfall of the night. RV's had a couple since. I got to think back, too, to that matchup in the 126-pound division that came down to literally the final second, in which RV escaped with a 6-5 victory after trailing for most of the matchup. I feel like that one certainly kind of turned the tide as RV had won their 4th straight with that one, but just the way it happened, Eastern looked like they were going to get their first win the final seconds in what was just definitely a heartbreaking loss if you're a Vikings fan. Again, looking for another pinfall here, bridging out of it. 30 seconds and counting here. As RV leads this one 9-2 with maybe another pinfall attempt in the final seconds, and there it is. With 21 seconds left in the first period, another pinfall win for the Red Devils. As we come down to our last 2 matchups. 215-pound division is up next. RV now up 45-17. And again on my roster, I have Jake Inman for the Red Devils. And I have Braden Dove for the Vikings. There we go, our final 2 matchups of the night. 285 to follow this. And again, what's been a pretty dominant victory here for RV. A couple of good wins, though, for Eastern along the way, but it's pretty much been the Red Devils from the get-go. And a quick takedown, just as I say that. And maybe a quick pinfall here in the opening seconds. Quick kick out there. Trying to roll back over. As Braden Dove of Eastern nearly scored the pinfall. He's up 7-0 in points, looking for a pin. He might have it right here. Awfully close, but bridging out each and every time. RV staying alive in this one. Referee checking, and there's a pinfall victory for the Vikings. Nice win there in the 215-pound division. And we are up to our final contest of the night, the 285-pound division. On my roster, I have Ethan LaJeunesse of the Red Devils taking on Braden Mitchell of the Vikings. So that pinfall makes it a 45-22 matchup. And again, RV will win this one overall. Regardless of this outcome, both teams, of course, would like to end the night on a winning note. What's been a good effort here tonight by Eastern, but again, RV's just been able to secure a couple of those victories. Those early ones especially really helped out in getting those big pinfalls as the night went on and just became too little too late for Eastern. But here we are, final matchup of the night, 285-pound division. Again, RV leading 45-22 overall. Mitchell for the Vikings trying to find an inside look there. Nothing really going for him. So a great way to celebrate senior night here for the Red Devils. Both the girls and boys team seniors honored pregame. Certainly a great job by both teams here tonight. Again, unfortunately, don't know what the score of the girls' game was. I know RV did have a couple of pinfall victories early on. So again, looking for that quick advantage right there. Nothing happening, and a takedown there as Eastern trying to get this pinfall to end the night. See if they can get it. They do. Eastern scores 2 pinfalls in the final 2 matches, but it'll be the Red Devils who come away the victors tonight. Final score, RV 45, Eastern 28. So from everyone at RVTV, I am Jason Sapp saying thank you for watching RVTV's Game Day. We'll see you next time.